What is going on, everybody? My name is Isaiah, and today we're going to be playing some Chicken Police. You know, I saw this and I was like,
I'm
like it.
Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Marty McChicken.
No. No. See, what we're going to do here is we're going to do the voices ourselves. We don't want them. Alright, start a new game. This is Chicken Police. I saw this, I think it just came out, actually. And it's just amazing.
Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
What do you say?
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
Okay, he's gonna have his own voice, by the way. I'm gonna create his voice, which is nothing like that. Crap. Now I want to do his voice. Rah, crap. My office looks like a piece of shit. If a dam can pick it. She stood in darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra.
By the way, this voice is going to be very inconsistent throughout the entire video.
Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth, or Charlotte. I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, and older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing to ever walk into my place in a long time. I had a boner. You know what's throwing me off? The way they mixed her body with a woman's real body, like a real picture of a woman's body. You see what I'm saying? Throws you off. It's less noticeable with the chicken, because, you know. But her, it's a little weird. It morphs into... You're mistaken, ma'am. Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland. I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Philip. I mean, Mr. Fillmore. Fillmore Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy. Believe me, Mr. Featherland is not an accident. Wait. It's not an accident I came to you. Look, miss. I work for the police, and I'm currently leaving. I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept a private commission even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like yourself. Am I that easy to read? That's my job. People tell me, since you've invited yourself in. Oh, that's my job, people tell me. But since you invited yourself in, would you like a drink? I don't usually drink. Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude to drink alone. So, maybe some cherry? Cherry? Cherry. If you insist, but bourbon, please. Oh. Thanks, the wild ones. Thank the wild ones, that's all I have. So come on, spill it from the beginning. What did I just do? I think I just skipped it. I pressed the wrong button. So what? What are we doing? It's very strange for a matter. It's a very strange matter. First there were letters. Then it came printed on wine bottles labeled sent as a gift. Then carved into brick thrown through the window. And finally they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters. I think it's time we did a little digging deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions. Please, that's what I'm here for. So this is probably the interrogation, yeah, something like that, yeah. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. They literally just tell me what to do. Focus on what you need to know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Or concrete on that. Okay. Subject, Jane Doe. She is a doe. This fella's rather suspicious. I need concentration on that. Focus, suspicion. suspicious. Suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, like a deer in headlights. I must be careful about what I say to her. I might scare her off. You've been thrown into the deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim? Believe me, this is just unpleasant for you as it is for me. And I'm not even, if not even more. Alright. Asking her what city does she live in, will that like mess her up? Breaking into an apartment of strangers isn't a big deal. Some people do it as a hobby. Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is as hard for me as it is. You're right. Sorry. Did you come alone? Who was with you? Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart? That's a little bit too weird. And I don't think that is gonna help. Did you come alone? Or not by yourself? I took the subway, then the tram. The what? Then I walked. Okay, so again, she's shy. So maybe if we take the attention off of her, and maybe, something like this, maybe. So why did you come to visit me, and why not your employer herself? My employer is Miss Natasha Katz. That she hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to. How so? Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is. So she's that kind of woman, eh? I don't know what you mean. Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. We have to go with one that may lead to what is she hiding, This is the obvious one, but this is the obvious one. I think that it'll frighten her. Let's try to lead it with non-question, not non-questions, but questions that are sort of have subtext in them. So if I say, how did you get this address, right? My mistress has exceptional connections. And if they're so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me. Don't be so hard on yourself, detective. You're the head of a famous chicken police, am I right? Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zipper recommended me? He hates me. No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that. Luckily for you, Deborah. Right? So, okay. She's coming back to the... Wait, I forgot. I feel like Deborah is she's more than she's letting on right now. Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven. That's very nice of you. There's nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome. Nah, it's too crazy. She'll run away. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? Because my mistress trusts you. Should that be enough? If you really like what she thinks you are, if you really like what she thinks you are, then yes. Damn. What can I say to that? Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall. You have a way with words, sweetheart. You ever want to become a cop? No, not for the world. Smart answer. Tell me what you're so afraid of. Mr. Featherland, my mistress' partner is Harbert Welser, or as most people know him, IBN Welser, the kingpin, huh? Exactly. Feathery gods help me. Alright, we got a lot of new info. Alright, chill. So you get it now? The secrecy? To put it mildly, I think I'll understand it all. I had that right. Wesley, a little piece of the puzzle changes everything. Really does it, this guy's a kingpin. How good did we do, Chief? We're a decent cop. Focus accuracy is about a 60. You know, doing alright. Is this what she gave me? What the hell does that say? I know Molly very well. Please write this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss, that lady. Miss is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman. And the lady. Oh, well, shoot, I could have just did that too. I feel like I've been hitting the back of her head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods, what was her name doing here? I glanced at the opposite side of the wall, well-worn picture frames like a eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress, singing a lullaby. The waist caressing her beautiful long legs. Why, Molly? Why now? Mr. Featherland. Oh. Santino, are you alright? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give you this. She said you'd understand, don't you? Oh, of course, I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well, but this case is becoming more and more confusing, and it's starting to look like blackmail. Blackmail? Don't play innocent with me. But, alright. When can I visit? Visit? Me? Not you, Miss Ketsuko. Oh yes, you can find her at the Czar's Club. And you tell me she's not the social kind? Is especially unsociable. Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs? No, she's really not like that, but she owns the place. Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right? I'm sure she'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsuko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland. Let me guess. Mr. Wells had better not know about my visit. Exactly, how did you know? 20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny. It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny. I'll talk about the rest of the Miss Katsuko in person. A good friend of mine. Will be happy to take you home if you like. I'd appreciate that, Sonny. Oh, the light stays on, actually. Hey, Louis, am I bothering you? No, of course not. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up? Could you, come over here? I have a favor to ask you if you're not busy. For you, anything. Just a minute. Is he hot? Is he on cocaine? I feel like he's on cocaine. What was that stutter? No problem. Alright, Louis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it was difficult getting here. So it's not. so it was difficult for him to get here. He's across the damn aisle. He's across the fucking hallway from me. Not to mention he's a rabbit. So it's just a quick hop. Yeah, see what you did there? At last, the Atlas Hotel was his inheritance, and it was once a well-renowned place. But not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he's the only resident of this enormous place. The heck is up with his eyes? You see them there? Okay, there you are. Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you. Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. Goodbye, then. So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I have a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. There's only one bird in the city I trust. My ex-partner, Marty. Marty's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me. One strange bird, sir. Sonny Featherland. Well, I've been called worse. We called a cock. Alright. Don't even mention it, my friend. Now he's Jewish. Wait, no. I'm so confused.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different.
My voice is better.
Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity.
Cool.
When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day.
Oh, really?
A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show. With a glass
imagine looking out your window and seeing that silhouette. I'd be freaked out.
Silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while
I got a hole in my
smart ones
flat.
are already gone. Molly.
Did I mention I have an unreasonable fear of, like, chickens?
All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what.
No matter what.
Why do I feel like the past
Why do I feel like
is
the past is watching me
on this
goddamn night? It's gonna be a little like late on the video, but I'm saying it as he's saying it. Alright. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night. Also, I don't have the controller in my hand. Who the fuck? They're like the thing from Silent Hill. Not Silent Hill. That I don't know what it's called. Look at that. Hey, Sonny. What are you scratching over here? I had a big boss threw you out. Tough luck, boys. I'm not on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you. Hey, don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy's in charge. Oh gods, that clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky. You got it. Looking for Marty, eh? I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yes, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together, you know what I mean? I see you're still a funny guy around here, eh? You'll find the giant feather dust at the shooting range as always. Hey, boys. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll understand. But if this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with my raincoat. You understand me? I'd love to see that. Hey, whose side are you on, Jake? What did he say? Out over the years. Anyway, this place holds secrets of the ages. There's some drunk pigs in the basement. Speaking of a pig, that's a dog. Why is he gonna be that dog? Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as always. No, I'll never sniff around with one down joint. You never know how it goes, and boom! This son of a lizard comes flying across the window. I don't know that lizard can fly. So what? Was it being bad? Wait, so what was being a bad boy again? Nothing unusual. And you, still dying? I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as pleasant to see you. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you. Alright. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses in the plateau for that. And of course, Blood Boil. Let's hope I'm not running into any of them tonight. Look, Marty, ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird. In Britain, bird means a girl or a lady. I know. Well, I don't think we'll have a Terry reunion thinking about how we parted. Let me give you some advice. Let him merge. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, you get that one shot, you. Wait, what? Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? Oh, that's why I got a hole in my damn thing. You should be mad at him. Not him. Oh, wait, what? Who are you? That looks like a normal guy. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Am I crazy, or is that just a normal person? Just question Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell you. But what are you doing here?
Here for a file. I'm a little busy right now. Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk about the Mr. Big Break. Mr. Big Beak Mac Chicken himself. Mac Chicken. Let me do that again. Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak Mac Chicken himself. Those two prickly assholes outside told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always, if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you dragged him out of there, you know?
For him.
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
I like her. She's nice. Let's meet the man. This is gonna be a hard ride. Pause. Last time we seen each other, you had a smoking gun in my head and I was bleeding. I don't know how I can get past that, but it's worth a try. Alright, let's...
Whew, let me get my Marty voice. Let me think of a Marty voice.
You see old girl right there? The tiger lady? Dressed up and all that?
Alright. What up? There's literally a chicken thing.
I was just about to go when you came in. So, if you want shooting practice, maybe turn the lights on first. You're right. Maybe I'm gonna do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Oh, shoot. Now I don't want to do it. Start over. Hey, Marty. What about Laura? How come she didn't need it? Hold on. I want to go back. Very funny. We're good, by the way. Mostly. As good as we can call after all these years. Glad to hear it. She asked a lot about you. Really? Yeah. She always hated you for getting me into trouble all the time. Understandable. But she also felt sorry for you. Thanks. That's much better. If I'm honest with you, she loved the chicken police Marty better than, this one. Well, I think I'll take that as a compliment. Whatever, Sonny. So, can I talk to him again and get the first part of dialogue? Oh. So, Sonny, you still limping? The pellets tore my right hip to pieces, so yeah. And the doctor said I'll limp forever. Good to hear that. Fuck off. A little coarse language here. Let's shoot some shit. My aim, man. Uh-oh. How do I reload? Oh, shoot. Why'd I shoot her? Nah, try that again. We ain't going to do that. Ah! Woo, woo, woo! Oh. Ah. Can we go finally? Or are you waiting for a big warm hug? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before I'll get detained for gutting you. Lovely and peaceful as always. Welcome back, Boss Bird. I've always loved Marty. Sonny, there's a little problem. Not so little, and it smells too. What the furry hell's blood boil doing there? Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him. Oh yes, we can.
You have that rifle with you, right? What? I'm just kidding. Sort of. Schleff? Chief Blood Boil. Damn. What? Oh, we already did that for the other guy, though. What was that, sir, kiddo? Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening, am I right? I didn't hear you crying, Santino. What the hell are you doing there? Hey, careful with the racist remark. Careful with the racist barking, old hound. Crowing. Okay. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all. And you're on duty if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going? That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny is in the neighborhood and stopped by. Say hi. He's a cop too, right? Only on paper. You know that well, detective. I don't want any trouble, boss. I just want to say hi to Monica. Then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee, and you can allow him that much, can't you? Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling chickens. Just coffee, boss, I swear. Have a heart. It's New York. It's not New York. It's New Year's Eve and we're in New York. And I haven't seen my old partner for years. How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember. Family quarrel. For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight. This is lovely. Have a lovely evening, boss. You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino. Stay safe, but oh no. What was her voice? I don't know. We're gonna switch it. Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again. Yeah. We'll go kiss and make out. Okay, but take care of each other too. Oh yeah. Ah, I thought I forgot. Cause I did. What is this over here? Whatever. Time to go, partner. I'll take half an hour more to get there. To the club, then. I'm curious about the show. Look, Marty. We're not gonna have fun, okay? I know. We worked for 10 years, remember? 9. Oh. Do you have any gum? Of course not. Chickens don't chew. Well, I'll go crazy on the long ride without it. And I'll go crazy from you beaking it. Ah. Sonny, it's a pleasure working with you again. Yeah. Now we get their voices.
And the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Cool. Got him.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. I know exactly how this works. So what do we have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir.
Are you on the list? List? Yeah, so... don't tell me you forgot. I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy. I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
He's very kind.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
I like that guy, because he's very kind. Look at that. Isn't that new? It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. I haven't seen such a beauty since I left Vera. Okay, Codex entry. Of all that's fury. Of all that's furry? Of all, like I was saying, of all that's furry, whose is it? Maybe it's IBN Wilson's. I guess no paper tiger. I guess he's no paper tiger. Yeah, sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of those. Lucky bastard. What a beautiful car. A work of art. Extra sharp. Maybe dark. Alone in the dark? What? Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It's even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive the slang. I can't just let anyone in. There are some. Can't let anybody in. And there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
wow. Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? Have you ever read the papers?
Of course I know who you are, sir. I have read the news and more. I must admit that it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty McChicken. The Bell of Pantherus is one of my favorite books. Oh my god. Not the books again. So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say? Relax, Marty. This guy eats chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Right? What the hell are you using all that for? Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth over there?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Is he French? What the hell is he doing all this? What is up with this dude's talking?
You're on point, pal. Nothing you don't already know, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place, and
That's it?
that's unbelievable. Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Fuck you for being so nice. This fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to sneak past him. Wanna bet? You know, not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion? Okay. No trouble, I get it. What the fuck? Put that shit away. Wait, what was that? Nothing, just the wind? Did you just bring Big Bertha out? Gods, no, what do you think? What did you You're crazy. You are one crazy chicken. Oh, man. I brought two.
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excuse me, the regulations, you know?
Yeah, that, Sonny? I do, Marty, I do. I'm gonna stick my spur in this guy. Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight, anyway. Thanks, pal. Whoo, I'm really itching towards Marty fighting the guy. We already talked to him. Well, yes, he's a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable, am I right? Yes, indeed. But seems tonight we're not on the list. Oh, I see. Ahem. Oh, I get it. You like to go in, but he won't let you. Yeah, something like that. No, not a problem at all. Come with me, I'll talk to him. Much obliged, pal. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Excuse me. Jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty? What? Excuse me? What? Did I say something wrong? Yeah, you did. Yo, Archer cunt. Sorry. Everything's fine, Mr. Hay. Oh. Wow, that'd have been weird.
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friend, pigeons. Anyway, they're on the list, okay?
Naturally, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always. And I feel like I don't owe you shit. Thank God! It's gonna blow a bullet through my freaking flappy head.
Mother of...
I take it take it to the nicest places, sweetheart? Doesn't mean you're buying me, honey. Don't even think about it. Men these days. So, where do you find a dame called Natasha? I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion. Yeah. Me and my long-ass leather trench coat. Yeah, definitely not. Two famous figures at that. Fox is a wolf who sends flowers. What? Oh, nothing. I read this somewhere. Fascinating. I didn't know you could read. Very funny. I was actually gonna do a fake laugh, but then I had to do a fake laugh. Hey, there's Fillmore. Who? Oh yes, Fillmore, because that's what he calls himself, right? You know him well. You know him well? Oh, we had some seriously wild cases together. Yes, mainly in that place, way before Clawville. In another place, in another life. Sounds good, like a blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book. Yeah, it was supposed to be the exact opposite, but the old bird's worth saying hi to. Alright, let's say hi then. Blow me, sonny, you know I don't like that. Wait, you know I don't like to use that name anymore. Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Fillmore Lowe. So says someone who tried to go undercover as a feather pillow mafia as a turkey. Right, Mr. Turkeyman? Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young. I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Fillmore Lowe is that's that. Don't round me up, you old fart. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clocked tonight. I know the feeling, pal, by the way. What are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good or old-fashioned beating? You stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who's set on an electric pole. Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that. You on a case? 5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual. Oh boy. And you? Something like that, just didn't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers. Yeah, she owns the joint. Amongst others as well. Good luck, boys. The broad has a reputation, and she's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean. Any useful information? For free? Stop clucking around, Fillmore. Alright, but just because the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You won't understand what I've had to say about her before then, and don't leave useless. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case you know the drill. We don't know each other. I'll deny you in a blink. Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back. Uh-oh. Was that Monica? Those old bunny ears over here. Is that a llama? What is that? She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel. But I don't want to be prejudiced. We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels or pretty girls. We're here to investigate, remember? Look, Sonny. I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his problems had gone too far. You're treading thin ice, Marty. Fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and others. Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am? Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Good. Let's stay it that way. At least we're cracking this one together, yeah? Sure, Marty. That girl is looking at me. She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty, that's all. No, Sonny. She was staring at me like, hard. I seen it. Marty, you're just imagining things. Oh, wait a second. You see now, right? She's looking right at us with those big black weird squirrel eyes. Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly. Creepy little squirrel girl. No, it can't be. What now? Is that Olivia? No, Marty. Hey, Olivia. Are you talking to me? It's me, Marty McChicken, huh? Oh, God. What a pleasant surprise. The rooster cop is in person. That was my, chicken police, but yeah, Mr. Wesley, you could say so. The name's Sonny Featherland, of course. And of course, chicken police, your partner is, Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to our lady companion seconds ago. Oh yeah, I'm so happy to see you. Hello, boys. So, to what do I owe this pleasure, gentlemen? Yeah, so we were just in the neighborhood and... Cut the crap, Marty. Wait for your sweetheart, Natasha. Oh, I see. No big deal, just blackmail thing, you know? Horrifying threats written on the wall with all the blood red paint, the usual stuff. You must be familiar with that kind of thing. Oh, yes, indeed. It's a nasty business, and I don't know Natasha had a detective because it's a rather simple matter. But to be honest, I understand, you know. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy. Mr. Wessler had a meeting with the Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday. It's a hamster, ain't it? He's a hamster. Is he a mouse? What is he? So he's rather tired, if you would excuse us. Oh dear, Olivia. It's okay, these gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you? We got a few questions if you don't mind. I'm at your service. It's kind of hard playing all these characters. No, what the heck out of here. Alright, oh my god, we got so many questions. Let's do it. Nice bunker you got here. Well, thank you. But it's not mine. Not anymore. I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective, if you want to know something, please ask straight. Everybody knows Mr. Ayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in the city, so to speak. Only a bit worn out. It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective. But the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville. Is it still worth anything? A name, it's just a name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland. You're a pragmatic rat. Thank you.
Don't be shy, detective. Ask me anything.
Alright, Mr. Whistler, let's see. Whistler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him. So I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against the wall yet. Pause. Alright. How do you feel about... Oh, that's the only option. How do you feel about the blackmail? Alright. Why did you call the police? Why didn't you just call the police? Why? What would I have... What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that. Harassment makes for a case. So do threats. Who are you trying to convince, Sonny? They would have laughed in my face anyway. You know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again. Your lawyers are too good for that, IBN. Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken. Why would anyone have a reason to blackmail your girlfriend? I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend. You think that's enough? It's plenty enough. Good point. Are you finally getting to the point, or do you really need to dig around in my private life? Because people who do that end up in an alley, if you catch my drift. Very much so, Mr. Whistler. Whistler's tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Don't you find these messages dangerous? That specific word is insulting and obscene, and unfortunately everyone could see it on the street. I'm sure you know they painted it on the wall. I know. Well, yeah, it's unpleasant, but no threat in itself. But I put it down some jealousy showgirl or deluded fan, nothing more. Jealousy? That could be dangerous. Most crazies are harmless. You know that firsthand. Anything else? Alright. Start talking straight, Wes, so there's no point in wasting our time. Come on, let's go. You know what? You're right. There's no point in you spoiling my mood, is there? Olivia will show you out if you but if you insist, I can give you an alternative escort. Is that straight enough for you? Nice one, Sonny. Indeed, Mr. Whistler, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Don't be so cocky, Copper. It can be dangerous at your age. Shit, I thought that would work. He was the one asking for all the... Okay. Business going well, Mr. Whistler? Depends on which one. Real estate, charity, protective extortion, bribing cops, contraband, the usual? Funny guy. How are the casinos? Fine, thank you. Gambling is always a good business. Luck isn't expensive around here. Damn. If only I knew that. I heard gambling was illegal. And I've heard you're not the force at the moment. You're not on the force at the moment. And it seems you have a fair fight. On uneven ground, Mr. Featherland. I'm not sure I'd stand on it for long if I were you. That was candid. I try to be clear. Is everything alright between you two? You don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable. I guess naturally our relation is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone, if you know what I mean. I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Whistler. So, you have your answer. No recent fiction? Wouldn't you like to know? It would make my job easier, yeah? It'll only lead you astray, so be glad that I tell you, and no friction. IBN is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. If I confounded and softened him with my previous questions, now it's time to be more specific and ruthless. Alright. The mob boss and a pussycat, huh? How'd you two even meet? Huh! You're trying to piss me off, Copper, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh? A simple answer would work. You know Natasha. She's both a connoisseur and a muse. So how was it? How was it? When was it exactly? You don't remember? That's strange. Oh yeah, the millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right there. And the only place that called millions back then, she was a dancer and fucking stop talking so fast. The one day I invited her back for a drink and promised that she'll be willing to meet me. I'd buy the place for her. I guess she was willing. The next day, she had a club in her name. Well, isn't that romantic? There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. That's a cheap and there's a cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford. You live in the same house as her. You're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly at my place in Goldtown. but she has her own kind of weekend house. How often does she use that weekend house? Every other weekend, roughly. I see. That's very important information, if you say so. So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone. I know what you're getting at, but I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely, and since this started, mostly in my company, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circus, banquets and dinners are frequent. Illegal gambling nights? You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha's crazy about the roulette wheel. Always putting it all on red, right? You're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yes, always on red, you're right. So, can we meet your lady? I don't see why not, but first, please listen to her song. She's on soon. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? We're a decent cop, alright? Please take a seat. The show's gonna start soon. Here we go. How much time do we have on this? Hold on. Damn, we got a minute. More than a minute. Not to be a furry, but she could get it. Not for nothing. This better be a good song, that's all I know. I'll be her backup.
Sonny.
Oh, what?
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
Nice. Okay, I really like that song. Hold up!
That was unique. Oh, that's cute. Nobody's ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santiago Featherland. I thought so. You look more like I imagined. More or less. Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland. You're amazing, dear, as always. Not the right voice, but I heard. Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail? But of course. IBN will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out. With all due respect, man, maybe we're not easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying to believe me. Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise. Hey! I understand. I call him Target Marty at the station. I don't have time, Featherland. Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks. A short pause, then after 3. I'll be waiting. Go before he comes back. Alright. I knew she was trouble at first I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume, and it was simply part of her being. And it attracted me like a light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispered her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop. And a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under that makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance. It's the instrumental. We're gonna stop it here, guys. I think we hit a safe point anyway. We're gonna stop it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I hope you really did. I like this game. I'll definitely make this a thing. Don't know how long it's gonna be, but I hope it lasts a pretty penny. And thanks for watching. I still got a little bit of the accent on my tongue. And I love you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Share it, please. I love this. It's a new game. See you when I see you.